Parents ask me all the time, Dr. My teenagers, my young adults are glued to their smartphones all the time. What should I do? If this is the question that you have been thinking about for quite some time, this video is for you. So keep on watching. Welcome to Classroom Without Walls. Hey everyone, my name is Dr. I. If this is the first time that you watch me, hear me speak, I'm a professor turned entrepreneur. I'm a life and career coach. I work with teenagers and young adults to help them gain confidence, motivation, and figure out what they want to do in life. On this channel, I talk about the missing links in education so that parents know what you must supplement outside the classroom to help your teenagers and young adults become career ready and life ready. Let's dive into today's topic. Over the course of my career as an educator, I actually taught in the classroom for 15 plus years. And also as a career and life coach, I have worked with more than 2,000 students, high school students, college age students. And one thing I discovered, almost every single one of my students actually has a very unhealthy relationship with social media. But let's be honest, social media, TikTok, Instagram, those platforms are designed to make our children become addicted. If your kid is not addicted, it means that this platform has some problem. So the key to solve this relationship from being destructive to constructive is not to completely ban social media from your children's life, because guess what? Digital media literacy is actually a very important 21st century skill, and you should empower your children and teach them how to use social media to serve them instead of allowing social media to use them. There is a big difference, my friend. So over the course of 15 plus years, I finally discovered an assignment or project that can really flip the coin, can really transform our children's relationship with social media from being destructive to constructive. Are you ready to listen what this amazing project is? It is a live streaming interview based project. And in a second, I'm going to invite my kid, 10 years old Aidan, to share with you guys how has doing live streaming interviews actually helped him develop confidence, motivation, public speaking skills, and so much more. So let's bring on Aidan. And Aidan has been going live with me since he was 8 years old. So we have been going live for quite a few times. And so share with us, Aidan, how has live streaming and going live with mommy and help you, if at all?
Well, number one, I think it's really helped with my confidence with like public speaking. And the thing is, with YouTube, you can say and as many times as you want, but you can just cut it out if you want on YouTube. But when you go live, you can't really do that. So going live has really made me like stutter less, and that's a really good thing. But my tip was, whenever you go live, or even when I go to my fencing tournaments, or if you go to a sports tournament, or if you go live, after you're done, always watch the replay, because you can always notice like mistakes, and make sure to do a debrief.
Yeah, so we typically after every live stream will do a debrief. Sometimes you can feel like I'm criticizing you, but it's not. What did we say? We learn from constructive feedback. So we always do a debrief. We actually watch our own videos, which is very hard. And I have to say that even though I have been doing videos for so many years, it is still very hard for me to watch my own video, to hear my own voice. But doing that can really help you see the things that you are now doing well and improve. So that is the very first, to really help you stutter less, be more confident. So I love that. And share another benefit. How has live streaming, going live with mommy, really helped you grow as a person?
Well, if you're really shy, so actually, people's greatest fears, like being confident, like speaking in public. And like if you're really shy, I'd really recommend live streaming. It might be a little hard at first, but like when you go live and you interview someone, like it only feels like you're only talking, you're only doing a one-on-one. Like nobody else is listening to you because you don't feel 100 eyes trained on you. Like an example is when I was doing my talent show, I was like, because everyone was staring at me. But when I go live, I just forget about it because I can only see the person in front of me.
That's right. That's right. Like right now, we're recording this video, and I'm sure many people are going to check this out. But it feels like we're just having a conversation with each other. And I so agree with Aidan on this point. Like so many students, teenagers, young adults that I work with really struggle with their confidence and communication skills. And I can't tell you how much my own public speaking communication skills have improved as a result of hosting my live streaming interviews, interviewing Dr. Wojcicki, interviewing Seth Godin, and all those amazing people. And doing this on a regular basis has 10 times my public speaking skills for sure. Yeah. And are there some people that you want to interview on your bucket list?
I really want to interview Erin Hunter. She's the author of my favorite book, Warrior Cats. Right now I'm reading The Forgotten Warrior.
Hey, Erin Hunter, if you are watching this video, message me.
But like most of the time, if you really want to, like if you have a hero and you really want to talk with them, most of the time, emailing them and saying, hey, let's talk, and you email them, and you send it to them. Most of the time, they probably won't respond because they have so much fan mail and not fan mail. When you interview, if you really pursue interviewing, and they can watch your interview and it's like, whoa, they really like me and they really support me. I want to interview them, and you can really get their attention. And maybe one day I'll be interviewing Erin Hunter.
Yeah, no, maybe, absolutely. I agree, such a good point. And when you email them, just feel like not as legit, not as powerful. Hey, I'm going to invite you to be a guest on my podcast, especially if you are a teenager. If you're like 10, 15, or 20, if you email someone and ask them to be a guest on your podcast or live streaming interview, in my case, they'll be like, wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I love those 3 tips. And I can see, using my eyes, how much your confidence, public speaking, have improved. And even I think maybe even we can add the logical thinking, because before we started recording this video, Aidan and I, we were doing an outline for the points that he's going to discuss. So that is logical thinking. And we also talked about the public, right? What is something that, because sometimes young people, when they are posting stuff to their smartphone, and they don't really understand it is actually public. And everybody can see it. Even for the content that disappears, nothing really disappears. People can always take a screenshot. So this is something that very hard for today's young people to understand, that social media is actually public. So Aidan and I, we actually talked about, you want to share with everyone when we discussed regarding public and private?
Well, like when I'm live streaming, I really find like the line between what you can say at home and what you can say when you're going live, because sometimes you could say things that you don't want to and that you shouldn't have said, and that's a great thing about live streaming. Like what I said, it's like the saying because in YouTube, if you say anything private, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. You could just select it and then cut and like throw it in the trash. But when you go live, you really can't fix that. So that's why you should always do a debrief and see your mistakes and make sure you write it down. And yeah.
Yeah, those are really awesome tips. And if you are doing this with your own children, and you can also, like every time when we record a video like this, we're having so much fun. It is also a great way to bond between you and your children. So thank you so much, Aidan, for your appearance.
the glass is always half full. Like sure, it's fine to like point out your mistakes, but when you're doing your debrief, don't just focus on your mistakes. You also need to focus on the parts that you did better on, and like you're like, oh wow, that's really good.
Totally. We talk about this and separate the work from the person, right? Your
Like,
work is your work.
Even if nobody likes your work, it doesn't mean they don't like you as a person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Exactly. I mean, it is something that I'm still like learning to embrace myself. My work is my work. Who I am is who I am. Like those two things are separate. So thank you so much, Aidan. I really appreciate those great insights. So thank you.
Make sure you buy the Disruptors Planner. Make sure you get the Disruptors Planner and the Disruptors stickers.
Okay.
Also, the butterfly ones are about to sell out. So get them before they sell out.
So that is from my son, Aidan. It is pretty amazing to hear his perspective regarding live streaming and how doing so has really helped him develop his confidence and even motivation. And I'm so excited that he is getting excited and scared to interview Aaron Hunter, who is his favorite book's author. I mean, regardless of he can interview Aaron Hunter or not, the fact that he is actually stepping outside his comfort zone and leveraging the tools, technology, social media, live streaming that he has for free to do this, to enhance his education, to grow who he is as a person, to me, that is amazing. Because as I said earlier, it is unrealistic to ban social media completely from your children's life, because even if you ban them, your children are actually on social media. They are using them on a daily basis. And that is the wrong approach. As I said, digital media literacy is an essential 21st century skill. Why not empower your children to use the tools that they have for free, to make a difference, to interview people, to share their journey as a learner, to talk about their passions, to talk about their dreams. And so this is my personal favorite a project to really help teenagers and young adults flip the coin, transform their relationship with the social media from being destructive to constructive. And speaking of live streaming, my all-time favorite live streaming tool is StreamYard. And I actually have a code for you to check out StreamYard for free for 2 weeks. And I have been using StreamYard for, I don't even know, since day one. And that's how much I love them. And over the last several years, I have tried almost all the third-party tools to go live. And StreamYard is my all-time favorite. So check it out and let me know if you have any questions. And also give this project a try to see and if this project can really help your teenagers and young adults become more confident, more motivated, and build a healthier relationship with social media, so that social media is serving them as opposed to becoming a slave to social media. Please subscribe to my channel if this is something that you're interested in. If you want to learn more about live streaming and want to learn more about helping teenagers and young adults become career ready and future ready, subscribe to the channel, and more good stuff is coming your way.